Hey, how are we? Martin here, down at City Beach in Perth. It's absolutely gorgeous here today, and it's a winter's day. You wouldn't think so. I mean, look at it, it's fantastic. But I want to talk today really about taking that time out to reflect. As many of you may be aware of my journey around the depression and suicide, you know, it was a journey that I'm very, very grateful for, very blessed to have gone down that road. And for a lot of people, it's hard to actually fathom that. They really can't understand it. And I want you to just, if you're in that position, if you're in that place where you can't fathom it, even if you're in a position of uncertainty in your life, actually understanding that every part of our journey is a blessing towards us is my belief. And when we approach it from that angle, when we actually accept it for what it truly is, it allows us to have faith, it allows us to have hope to be able to move forward. And you know, when I reflect back on where I was in that time where I really thought life couldn't get any better for me, I thought this was the end. You know, I remember being asked the question, do you see a future from this point, by the psychiatrist I was seeing, and I literally burst into tears because there was just no hope for me. There was no way that I could move forward, in my opinion, based on my beliefs back then. And he instantly recommended that I go into a mental institute and just have some time out really for myself, but obviously to do some of the programs that are a part of the course, I suppose I could say, of my time within the mental institute. And you know, one of the hardest things for somebody who's so motivated, who's so driven, is to actually take time out, is to stop and just actually reflect. And this is really where it comes from, that place of, in my opinion, when we're able to stop, when we're able to take time out, when we actually allow ourselves to do it, would be the best way to explain it. We can often then have the level of appreciation for what we've achieved, for what we've got to, for where we've been, for the hurdles we've had to jump over. Because at the end of the day, you know, I truly believe that every hurdle gets bigger as we walk through life. Because what ends up happening is, as we jump over the previous hurdle, we've got the known. We're able to move forward. We know if we're faced with that hurdle again, we can get over it. So taking that time out to reflect allows us to look back and go, wow, look at actually where I was to where I am today. You know, what I've come from to where I've actually got to. And one of the big things that I can reflect on back then was looking back to all the people that I had met, the connections I had made along the journey. You know, many people that I'd left behind, not necessarily for things that they had done wrong, because obviously nothing's actually ever wrong, it's part of our growth. But at the same time, it's just that constantly moving forward. And for me to be able to jump over the next hurdle, I had to become stronger. I had to be around people that truly elevated me and gave me the confidence, gave me the hope. And I believe that when I hit that big wall, which was really the wall of depression, the wall of suicide, you know, which in all fairness, when you're so driven, when you're such an action taker, to hit something like that really does knock you back. It really just, it's literally the king hit that just takes you down. And the big thing about it is that, you know, I believe, I heard this from Les Brown, if I can see up, I can get up. And this was the big thing. You know, I landed on my back and I got up and I moved forward. And you know, often we'll keep trying to jump over this hurdle, trying to get our fingertips just on the top so we can pull ourselves over. You know, you'll see it on assault courses with the Army and the Marines and people like that who are in that environment where they've really got to push their body to the next level. They've got to get over that. There's not a level of failure in there. It's, we will succeed. And you know, when I managed to actually get my fingertips on that wall and climb over, yes, it was with the support of many people around me. Yes, it was because I was being supported in a mental institute. Yes, it was all of those things. But the biggest thing that made the difference, the biggest thing that helped me get my fingertips on there and allow myself to pull up, was myself. I got a belief. And I believe that when we actually take time out, when we reflect, when we actually acknowledge that we are who we are where we are because of the journey we've been on, then we're able to see clear and have hope and faith for the future. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and share it. I really look forward to sharing more with you along the journey. And please subscribe if you're not a subscriber on YouTube, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Peace, love and happiness. Bye-bye.